yo, what you need to do is you need to go and make some more records with just you on them so we can start pumping that up, right? Okay, cool. Now that didn't sit well with everybody. Ain't no sense in lying. Come on.
Facts.
That didn't sit well with everybody. That did not sit well with everybody, bro. But okay, me and City used to go back and forth to New York. I used to have City with me all the time. Okay, cool. So City would go up. City was still doing a lot of the beats, and we was rapping, so we was hanging. Boom, tough, right? Okay, so long story short, J.E. had...
Shout out to J.E., man.
We were working with J.E. J.E. had this beat. Turns out it was country grammar beat, right? But he had already sold the beat to somebody else, and I didn't know that. That's where you get that line, sell the same beat twice. That's where that comes from.
Exclusive and not exclusive.
J.E. has sold this beat already, but he really didn't tell me. He was like, man, I sold it, but I don't think they're going to do nothing with it. I grabbed the beat. We go over Kiwan grandparents in them house. They used to have this dining room table that was down off the living room, boom, boom, boom. We go over there. I rush in. I'm hyped. Like, y'all, we need to do this record. We need to make this a lunatic record. We need to do this record.
Right now.
This is hard.
It's very important.
I got a hook for it and everything. I'm singing the hook. I'm going down, babe. Go street in the rain, bro. Street sweeper. Got ready to let it go. You know, everybody
Shimmy,
everybody like, all right, cool. No,
Sketchy as fuck.
You know, no problem. So we sit at the table.
As brothers.
We sit at the table as a group. We're a group.
As a group.
We always been brothers.
As a group.
Where you get this disconnect from? There's no...
Ali.
Okay then. So you got that story. So what does that play into what I'm saying?
Bro, we riding with you.
No, you can't do that.
No,
Listen.
I'm not.
No,
We not riding with nobody.
Listen. So we sit at the table. Everybody is contributing to the country grammar.
I like that word.
Everybody's contributing to the country grammar. But let me remind you, first, everybody had an opportunity to be on country grammar. Everybody had an opportunity to be on country grammar because me, looking out for the group, I came in like, yo, this should be a group song. This gonna be hot.
Makes sense.
This should be a group song. I got an idea. Nobody wanted to do it. Everybody contributed, wrote little pieces to it. Everybody contributed to the record. Nobody wanted to do it. I'm like, well, shit, I'll do it. So I took the record. I went to Ben. Was that Ben? White boy Ben?
Russell.
Russ. White boy Russ had the studio. Saturday morning, I went down. I recorded the record. Saturday night, I took the record to the Beano.
Okay.
Shout out 618, baby. Shout out DJ 618.
Hold on. Hear me out now. I took the record to the Beano Saturday night. I recorded it Saturday morning. I recorded it all by myself. Nobody came. Nobody came.
You gave them the opportunity.
Nobody came.
They're fast.
Nobody came.
This is exclusive.
Fast.
Nobody came. Now, you had an opportunity to be on what you say now you knew was a hit. And that knew a song
Was a hit before they made it.
That wasn't going to be
That's
on
impossible.
it. Even if you knew it was a hit, you was going to be on it.
That's impossible.
They're
So
sleeping.
you chose basically not to be on the record, which is cool, no problem. I still call it a lunatic record. Still call it a lunatic record. Back then I called it hot shit. It used to be called hot shit.
Yeah, it was hot shit at first. It was hot shit at first.
So the record popping, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ 618. He blew the shit up at the Beano.
He killed that shit.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, he took it in the middle of what he had going on. He rocking. You know, he used to put his headphones on and do the fader. He'd listen to what was going on. He listened to about the first 8 bars. He looked at me like this. He looked back. He stopped. He said, yo, this ain't lunatic. That man.
You feel right there. How'd you feel right there?
In the booth, you had.
But you didn't know it was a hit though, did you?
He knew it was.
Nah.
I recorded the record.
Everybody knew that was a hit. As soon as we heard it, everybody knew.
Hold on, let me hear him though.
How do you know?
You don't know if it's a hit until people respond to it.
He recorded it at 6 a.m. He brought it to the club that night.
Listen.
He
Well, I
filmed
ain't
it
recorded
into
at
the
6
dining
a.m.
room.
But listen, my thing is, I walked in there saying this is the shit. Y'all need to be on this record. I walked in there.
Were the Lunatics with you?
Yeah, we was all sitting at Kiwan.
I'm saying at the Beano. Was somebody with you at the Beano?
I can't remember if they are. I know everybody didn't go. I know everybody didn't go. It might have been one or two people with me that went, but everybody didn't go. Asking me, you know, we ain't get no publishing off Country Grammar. Huh? How would I know you ain't get no?
Because you got yours.
I got mine. The nigga in jail got his.
City Spud.
How the nigga in jail get his publishing and you dancing on stage and singing these songs every day and you don't know your money ain't right? Let me tell you about publishing. You get 2 notices a year, every 6 months. If you know anything about this business, that has all your printouts and your money laid out from where you get your publishing from. All you got to do is look on that piece of paper and see that you not getting no money from a certain place. That's all you got to do. Or you could just open it, take the check out, and go on about your business. Okay. All right. Hold on now. If I'm dancing on stage with Michael Jackson, singing Thriller, and I know I got publishing on Thriller, you better believe me and Mike gonna have a conversation as soon as we get off stage. We might have a conversation on stage.
Right.
Hey, yo, y'all need to holler.
I wish I could see you speak.
But again, I'm the businessman. I'm the man from the jump saying we need to look at these contracts. I'm the man from the jump saying this shit don't look right. I'm the man from the jump that's going out, going around doing these, that's making the business, man. Everybody laying everything that they did in my lap.
Trying to have fun.
But they in my lap. They not worried about none of that. Why? Because you said something. Well, I know if you got 100 million, how I ain't got 100 million or something like that. I'm gonna tell you how.
Say what I said though. Don't say what.
I never missed a show. I've never missed a press conference. I've never quit this group. I've never not showed up and took pictures at meet and greets. I've been here every step of the way. I've been a lunatic from the beginning to the end. Okay, now let's talk about it. Everybody got their solo projects, right?
Right.
Ali do his first. He do Bugetto. I told Ali not to do Bugetto.
Why was that? Why you telling him don't do it? Why you telling him don't do
My
it?
sister Jackie's life.
Oh
Why
my
you telling him
God.
don't do it?
I said do Oreo. Oreo was on his app. I said, Lizzie, that sound more like you. I said, don't do Bugetto. That sound like something Mo would do or something like that. That's not you. That's not you. You are Oreo. You should do Oreo. Nah, he did Bugetto. All right, cool. I'm going to back my brother up. Brick. He didn't listen. Hold on. He didn't listen to me. Okay. Next album, Murphy Lee.
This is very important.
Hold on.
This is
Next
very
album.
important.
Next album, Murphy Lee. Murphy Lee do his whole project. Whatever Murph want, Murph do. Now let me remind you something. Murphy Lee was not signed to Nelly.
So he did.
Murphy Lee was not, let me tell y'all, Murphy Lee is not signed to Nelly now. Murphy Lee, when he did his deal without Nelly, did nobody call Nelly and say, yo, Murphy Lee didn't say, yo, what do Mo think? Is Mo involved?
How did you feel about that,
Hold on. A little bit, but cool, because my little brother getting on, whatever. I got mine.
Was you upset about it all?
No, I'm not upset, because if I was upset, I wouldn't support it. I was not upset. I did feel a kind of way because I felt like I did this groundwork, and for nobody to include me in on the conversation for Murph's deal, not to make sure I was getting something out of the Murph deal, considering that I was putting people up front, but that didn't happen. Murph did his deal without me. I didn't even know Murph had his deal done till his deal was done. Then we went back and they allowed me to put my imprint on there, just the dirty ENT. An imprint, for all y'all that don't know, is just my symbol, my logo on the project. Right? So basically, Universal Records used it as, yo, it's Nelly, but they took all the money. They got all the money. I didn't make a dime off of Murph.
Can I ask you a real quick question?
Not a dime. Hold on now.
No more quick
Hold
questions.
on, not a
No,
dime. I
it's
didn't make
important.
a dime off of him. Now, Murphy Lee, he's got all these records. Murph needs a single. Puff called me. Nelly, I want you on the Bad Boy soundtrack.
That's what I was going to ask you about.
He said, I want you on the Bad Boy soundtrack. I said, yo, damn. I said, I'm really working trying to get my man Murph out. He need a single. Is it cool if I boom, 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 boom? Puff was like, I respect that. You trying to help out your man? Cool. Now, be that as it may, Puff wasn't too convincing Puff.
Major soundtrack.
I'm convincing. I'm standing up to somebody like, yo, nah, you got to put my little brother on here, please, man. Let this, not like I'm bullying Puff, but I'm begging Puff. Like, yo, leave my homie on her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was like, he agreed. We go up. We do Tail Feather. Nah, Tail Feather was a beat. Tail Feather was a beat that Murph had that we was gonna work on for Murph album, but it went well. Hell, you about to get it on a blockbuster movie. You about to get it on the soundtrack. You about to get a look with Puff Daddy. And what else did it do? It made you some money and won you a Grammy. Right? So Murph got a look. Jermaine Dupri called me. Nelly, I want you to, can you get on this Welcome to Atlanta remix? Mm-hmm. Nah, I can't get on it, but put Murph on it. Put Murph on it. This is, I'm giving these looks to my partners now.
Handouts.
I could have just said no and gone about the business. Nah, I can't do it. But I'm like, yo,
about 200.
Boom, 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 right? Cool. So now Murph on the Welcome to Atlanta remix. Everybody's getting looks. Murph come out, bam, he do what the hook gonna be. We get him in with JD. It's cracking. Murph blow up. Okay, cool. After that, at the Bugetto brick, Ali quits the group.
Why you keep saying the brick though?
After Ali Project didn't do nothing.
So Ali actually quit the group.
He quit the group.
I don't think we, as fans, we never knew that though.
He's quit the group. He's quit the group about 4 times.
We never, as fans, we never knew that
quote
though.
unquote retired like 4 or 5 different times. I mean, over a period of time. Like he's just this group is his leisure. He comes and he goes as he pleases. This is a group. Now as a group, you're supposed to stand tall with your boys. You don't quit on your group.
Do y'all ever have any fucking conversations about something's wrong, something's right? Nobody ever says anything about nothing. Okay.
I didn't know it was wrong.
All right.
I didn't know it was wrong.
Did Murph write the whole? Because this is talk coming from the streets. This might be fact efficient. Did Murph write the whole All About the Benjamins, like everybody verse?
All About the Benjamins.
I'm saying on
Shake your tail.
No.
He didn't write everybody verse.
No, he wrote his.
See, that was
he wrote 2 different verses. He had 1 verse on there. Puff came in, was like, yo, just shaky. Murph went in there and redid his verse over. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Y'all keep talking about.
No, that's why we asking you though. That's why we asking.
But where's y'all hearing this from?
We don't talk to you every day. Nelly, we don't talk to you every day, bro. We don't talk to you every day.
And nobody talks to everybody every day.
So we only go with what people's telling us.
Right, but who are these
So
people?
funny to me.
Bro, listen.
But I'm saying, who are these people?
If Ali and Keywan and Murph come here tomorrow and tells a whole different story, we're going to be like, well, no, we talked to Nelly. Because we can say that now, but we never talk to you, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's go with that.
Run with that.
Keep it pushing. Keep the Bible going. Keep the Bible going.
That's why I said, like, yo, it's not my point of arguing. I'm just going to tell you the history of the Lunatics.
We with you.
As I see it, because I'm the only one that's been there since day one and here since day end. And that's still here. Right? So nobody else can tell that because Ali was never an original member of the Lunatics. Okay? Now, be that as it may, we do what we do. We blow up. Murph is on fire. We getting ready. This is probably about 2003. I think I got the house out of LA and I was working on the double album. Or after Nellyville. After we did Nellyville, because Murph album came out after Nellyville. After we did Nellyville, then that's when Murph album came out. What the hook gonna be and all that. He smashed it, went platinum, killed it.
Platinum album.
Murph did his thing. So we get 2004. I'm working on both the what's the name of albums. I got all the Lunatics out in LA. We working on the album. Now, mind you, Ali had said he quit. He was done rapping. He said he was done rapping. So our whole what's the name, it has been trying to cater to Ali. We always babying Ali. Ali is always, he's sulking, he's mad, he's always emotional. He fly off the hand, then he come back. He quit rapping, then he want to rap, then he don't want to rap. And we all like, oh, okay, so we all catering to Ali. We get out to LA, Ali bumping the Gip, him and Big Gip. So now Gip and Ali been hanging, and they start doing projects. They started doing projects. That's how the Kinfolk album came about.
He didn't sponsor the Kinfolk album.
That's how the Kinfolk album was on Dirty ENT.